Hey guys, it is time for another food haul because I will semi be meal prepping. School starts in 1.5 days because it is 10 p.m. right now. What I have here, that's my mom. I got this extra crisp English muffins, and I also got the whole wheat English muffins. I got a dozen eggs, 12 extra large, 1 tomato, sour cream. Ooh, I got my chipotle mayo, and also this is new, but I got a Hellman's garlic aioli, I think. Mayo-ish? Oh yeah, it is mayo. And then I got this type of cheese. I saw a different cheese which had the same amount of calories, but this one had more protein. The other one had 6 or 5 grams of protein. This one has 9. So I went with this because same calories, more protein. 2 turkey sausages. There was no ground turkey, so I had to get this. There was also no ground chicken. I think maybe it's because it was late at night and all the foods were gone. So if you're wondering, I will be making kind of like the McDonald's McMuffins with either the chipotle sauce and or the aioli sauce. And then for the sour cream, tomato, taco, and the beef, I'll be making my taco salad because I have a lot of the romaine lettuce still, and I'm trying to figure out ways to get rid of it without constantly just eating like a regular Caesar salad. So my plan is to not add the sauces until I defrost them or until I'm ready to eat them. Okay, so what we can do is heat this up. 1, 2. What we're gonna do, to be honest, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going with the flow. I watched a ton of these videos just because I was super excited to make them. I didn't know that you could just buy the English muffins because I never searched it up until recently, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I can make my own. That's awesome. I don't know if these have the casing. They do. So I'm gonna squeeze out all the stuff from the casing. Ew. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it all out of the casings so I can form it into a little ball. And I will be right back. Oh my gosh. It's so cold. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. That is freezing. But I'm gonna just flatten it out with my hand and kind of measure the size, but I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger than the muffin because it will shrink. So I don't know how thick it is, but again, this is 85 grams. You could make yours however much. It's about a little bit more than a centimeter thick, or a centimeter, I don't know. But because it is a little bit frozen or a little bit on the colder side, I'm going to turn down the heat so that it cooks more evenly, I hope. I'm going to flip it a little early so that I can flatten it out even more. Good. I think it was actually a pretty good size though. Ooh. The reason why I'm cooking the sausage first is that I'll use the fat for the egg. This is 100% real cheese, or so it says. I think it's garlic powder actually in here, but pepper. Okay. And I'm gonna add a little bit of onion powder Oh, that's not a little. That was a lot of it. And then I'm also going to add rosemary. I don't know why, but I just want to try it. And we're going to add it. I personally love rosemary with steak.
Did you go to the gym?
No, but I went to work.
That's good. Hey, I did get my nails done today too.
Oh, finally.
What do you think?
I actually like that. Okay, now let's flip it over. You might think it's burnt, and maybe it is, but I personally like the char. Okay, we're gonna add the cheese. Actually, no, I'm gonna add it later. Oh yeah, I guess. No, I'm gonna add it later. Or when I put it on the plate, I'll add it. It's on top. This is actually a giant piece of cheese. What the heck? While it's still hot, so it has time to melt. Boom. Okay. Looks funny. Okay, now 4 eggs. Now people do the hack where they put it in a baking sheet and just cut it into 12 pieces, which is very smart, but I personally, we don't really use our oven for like one type, for making a small batch of food. Like, we've just never done that, and I'm not used to doing that because I feel like it's a lot of electricity. So if you guys are, then you could definitely do that trick where you just put it in the oven and let it bake and then cut it into 12 pieces. So you have to use 12 eggs, obviously. I'm gonna actually add a little bit of Himalayan. Oh no, that's not. Oh, it is. Actually, I don't think it's, I don't know. I think it is Himalayan, so. Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna let it be like this. And I'm just gonna cut it into 4 triangles. I think it can be flipped like a big pancake. You guys, I just realized I could store it back in here. Oh my gosh, that's kind of brilliant. Or we'll do that when the sausage is cooking. Okay, boom. It's a pancake egg. Apparently what you do is you use a fork and just go like this. And it should just open. Now, I don't know why you do that. I really don't. Like, what's the difference between a knife and this? We're gonna figure it out. Okay, you guys, that made way less of a mess, but I also think it's because this one had more holes and this one doesn't. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna flip this and I'm gonna finish the rest of the stuff and also let everything cool down so that we can assemble. The reason for letting it cool down completely is, I don't know, I just feel like it's gonna help keep it more fresh if it's all cooled completely, because I feel like if I put it on here, it's gonna get all soggy, and then when I freeze it, it's just not good. So I'm not doing that. Okay guys, so my dad was kind of eyeing what we're making, so I'm gonna make him one. What we have actually is, I'm gonna use this one because he loves garlic. I'm just using a fork to spread it around. Oops. Just a little rinse. Also, with this meal prep, I'm not adding the greens in it because I don't really want to freeze them. So I'll be adding it when I'm going to eat it. Anyway, he also wanted this piece of bacon. Oh, yeah. It's so big. I feel like the egg has just taken over, but it's kind of funny.
Wow.
Hey, Mom.
Wow.
Oh, did you want one, Mom?
Shh! Grabe pala to.
Apparently he actually wanted just half the bun. And that means we get to split it open and see how it looks. And voila. Ooh, yum. You guys, that actually looks so good. 2 pieces of cucumbers on this side, 2 pieces on this side. Look at the brother.
Thank you, Nas.
You have to try it.
Asan yung ano? Hindi ko na makita
I know the
yun.
egg. I couldn't make the egg a circle. So that means that's a new thing to buy.
What?
The circle for the egg.
Very good.
Does it taste like McDonald's or no?
No.
No?
No.
Oh.
Mas masarap ka sa McDonald's. Masarap sa'yo. Masarap to.
Ayos ah.
You had all egg. Why are you eating it laying down?
Eggs pa lang, masarap na.
I put rosemary in the egg. Is it a pass, guys?
100%. Pwede na ibenta.
Good, Dad?
Sarap.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay. So, to make it a lot smaller, I'm cutting it and forming it into a little square. So what I do is, as you can see, I cut it into a triangle, right? What I do is I fold it in and I just kind of cut a little bit so that it's still intact. I don't know the reason for that. I'm just making it like that. So, again, cut a little bit in. Still a little bit intact. That's just so it stays together better. And boom. Now it's a square and it'll fit a lot nicer. I'll put the egg. There we go. It fits way better. Piece of sausage and cheese. Now, I do want to like toast these, but again, I'll just toast them the day I'm cooking it. Or the day I'm choosing to eat it. That actually looks really good. What the heck? That's thick, you guys. So it's now 11:59, which means I took about 2 hours. But that is with me filming. So now what I do is I face the flat side of the cheese to the corner so that when I fold it in, it doesn't get like squished. Doesn't really matter, but that's just kind of one way. Anyway, so what I do is I take a corner, fold it on top, take the opposite corner, fold it on top, and then I face it towards me, and I kind of just push the sides in to make like this type of shape. And when it's pushed, I put it on the top, and then I push this sides like this, and I can fold it up. But what I do is I just kind of roll it over like this, so then I can grab my tape and then flip it over and tape just the end, and boom. So here I was able to actually fit 6, 2, 4, 6, and before there was 12 in here, which means we've doubled the size of the muffin, and it is very heavy. So that's good.
Okay, everybody, that is literally where I ended my video. Just straight cut. You'll be seeing that a lot with my next videos because I didn't know how to film back then, and I never did intros or outros. But what I will tell you is when I was ready to eat the sandwich, I would just heat it up in the air fryer. I'd take off the top lid or the top bun and just put it in the air fryer just so it cooks better and heats up better. And then I'd put on my sauce or whatever vegetable I wanted, and it was literally delicious. I ate that every single morning for the amount of sandwiches I had, and I loved it every single time, especially with my chipotle mayo and that garlic aioli. I gotta go buy that again. But yeah, I highly recommend you guys try this as well if you want a meal prep. Now that we got a new oven and it's actually working well, you could literally make this whole thing in probably 30 minutes, just all in the oven. Just have however many things you want, even cook bacon if you want, and just put all of them in baking trays. Put the egg, the sausage into circles, and cook it all in the oven, and it'll be done. Let it cool, and it'll be perfect. So I do highly recommend, if you like ovens, go do that. It'll be faster. This was delicious, and thanks for watching. Guys, this is future Althea, by the way. This is in 2026, and this was filmed back in 2024, I believe. And I've just now gotten to editing it because I really didn't like editing, but yeah, sorry. There's gonna be more of those types of videos where there's no beginning and there's no ending. So you'll be seeing me, 2026 version of me.